Hey guys, so I figured that since my first open gun tutorial is my most viewed video, that maybe there was a cause to make another one and show some different things about another open gun, some different features that this open gun has versus my other open gun, and then a little bit about the actual competition rig, holster, belt, inner belt, that kind of stuff that I didn't go over in the first one. So I'll go ahead and talk about this gun first. So this is another open gun that I just got, and I actually like it a little bit more, and I'll tell you why. So first thing that I've got on this open gun is a little different is the grip. So this is a SVI Infinity Signature Micro Pocket steel grip. So it's got a little bit of a smaller magwell, although I don't really notice it much. But the nicest feature of this grip is that it's contoured. So Phoenix Trinity actually just came out with a grip that's very similar in shape, but is actually made out of a different steel. That's probably what I'm going to go with next time. I think it's a little bit more of the steel has a little better longevity, a little better metal qualities to that steel that they use, as well as the mainspring housing matches the micro pocketing all the way around. But this SV grip is awesome. You definitely pay for it, but a couple of nice things about this grip. First is the micro pocket. I mean, it really, I have the standard micro pockets, not the aggressive ones, and it really gives you a good grip. Along with that, you've also got, you can kind of see how there's a swell here. It definitely fits your hand a lot better. Just the contour, the way that it feels in your hand, significantly better. Along with that, it just looks awesome. In comparison, especially when you have the micro pocket magwell, this really brings it all together. Along with the grip though, a little bit of a different compared to the other grip. This is actually hollowed out, so you can see how it's not just the standard hole. It actually comes back a little bit, so it makes it a lot easier to get to that mag release. Even if you got short stubby thumbs like me, you don't have to quite rotate the gun so hard in your hand to get to that magazine release. On this gun, I've got the same thumb rest that I keep on all my guns. It's the one I like the best. It's the IPSC Alex. It's nice and big, and it also, instead of having this up a little bit higher where they usually have it, this one actually is a little bit lower than the center of the bolts. So that allows me, I think, to have a little bit of a better grip, at least the way that I feel. I'm also now running the Seymour RTS2. This is the newest one. The nice thing about this is, compared to the horizontal mounts, it's a much cleaner dot. It's a little bit higher off the bore, but it clears the ejection port nicely because it's so much smaller, and the dot is a little bit brighter, as well as the battery life is better. And coming out of the holster, you don't have anything big and in your way that's going to catch on your thumb, stuff like that. I can also run my racker back off to the normal side, so it doesn't look like I'm wrong-handed all the time. It just gives you a little bit of a cleaner feel to the gun. I think it's a little bit faster out of the holster without having to mess with the horizontal mount. So, talk about a little bit of the features of the actual gun itself. So this is a AKAI custom gun. It's a little bit of an older one, but I really like it. So this one's a hybrid, and what I mean by hybrid is, if I go ahead and cock this back, I'm going to put the phone down for just a second so I can cock this back so you can see it. So now you can see the hybrid barrel. So a hybrid barrel is actually where you have this island on the top. So that means you can remove a large portion of the slide. So that slide is completely hollow on the inside, so it's able to go around that barrel. So that lightens up the slide quite a bit. Just like on my other gun, 2 popple holes, although these popple holes are quite a bit larger than on my other guns. This is a SV barrel, and it does take a little bit more powder to make power factor with this gun. I'm running 8.5 grains in this gun of HS6, and just overall this gun just shoots like a complete tack driver. I think the slide cycles a little bit faster than my other guns, so really liking this gun so far. Definitely, if you're in the market for an open gun, check out AKAI Custom Guns. They make some really awesome guns. Let's talk a little bit about the rigs that you're going to have to use if you go into open division. So, just like anything in USPSA, you're going to need an inner belt. So this is my inner belt here. It doesn't really matter what company you go with. An inner belt, all it is just kind of a heavy woven nylon with Velcro on the outside. So what that's going to do is, here's my belt. So I like this belt a lot. It's a Safariland belt. So what this belt does is it's got Velcro on the inside of it that hooks up to your inner belt. So you can take these belts on and off very quickly. The thing I like about the Safariland belt is that it actually has these two metal closures on it, so that no matter what you do, you know, it definitely keeps that a lot more secure. You still have a belt keeper on the back to catch this flap, that way you don't accidentally lose it. I'm also running Safariland mag pouches. You know, I'm neither here nor there about those. They're okay. They're what I bought when I first started, and I just haven't gone to upgrade them at all. There's definitely better options. A lot of people like the double alphas. A lot of people like the I can't think of the name of them right now, but a lot of the more magnetic pouches now seem to be pretty popular. I run the Safariland 014 for a holster. I definitely like this. It's got really good retention and also really good release. So this is a speed holster. This is a race holster. When it's locked in position, this right here, this tab, when I have the gun in there, I can lock that into position and the gun's not going to come out. I can set the tension of the release of the gun right here with this knob, and it also has a barrel lug. So a lot of the guns don't have a lot of the holsters don't have the barrel lug, so it's basically just all on the trigger guard is where it's locked in. But I like having this extra support right down here. Doesn't impede the draw at all, and this holster has a really nice release to it. The other thing that you definitely want to have is going to be a magnet. So this is a big magnet right here. So I can show you right here. So the nice thing about having a magnet is if you need to slap a mag, let's say you have a pickup off a barrel and all your mags are coming off the barrel, I can grab two mags side by side, slap one onto the magnet, put one into the gun, and not have to fiddle with trying to get it into the actual holster for the magazines. So you know, not having to get them into that, it saves you a little bit of time. So it's nice to have that extra diversity on your belt. It just really it's something that can speed things along a little bit. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions, anything like that about competition gear, stuff like that, just go ahead and let me know. I'll probably post up something about this RTS2, which I just got. I've only put a couple rounds through it. My impression on it right now, I'm feeling like it's going to be really good. There's been some issues with the RTS2 in the past, kind of crapping out on people. This one has the V4 board in it. So basically the problem before is you'd have a small disconnect in the battery, but there was nothing in the board to tell when it got the battery again, if the dot was on, it wouldn't immediately come back on. So now, if I have the dot on, I take the battery out, I put it back in, the dot comes back on again. So that should save from having most of the issues that the RTS2 was having. So I'll probably talk about this at some point at a later date. But again, just let me know if you guys got any questions. I hope that somebody got something good out of it.